So as of now, Vitali is still sitting in a Filipino jail months after his arrest, even though, according to a report released a little bit over a month ago, almost all of his charges against Vitali have been dropped. According to Neil, this is not true, and simply a misleading article that's been echoed around.
In jail and prison right now, and people are saying once the prisoners find out what he did and how he disrespected the country, they might try to kill him in jail.
Vitali is stuck once again, and this time it looks worse than ever. He's still locked up in that Philippine jail, clawing for a way out, while his so-called deportation keeps getting delayed. Some sources say it's on hold, others whisper it might not even happen at all. But nobody really knows the truth. And let's not forget, his pockets are basically empty now. Vitali blew through his fortune, including a fat stack lost in some shady crypto scheme. Now he's got almost nothing left to his name, and insiders claim the authorities are watching his every move like hawks. Rumors about charges being dropped, all cap. Instead, Vitali is looking at serious, hard jail time in the Philippines, and this might be the end of the road for him. It's wild to think it's been nearly half a year since he got trapped there. After Johnny Somali's drama, Vitali has quickly turned into another headline case, with people saying certain countries are purposely cracking down on these infamous troublemakers to make an example out of them.
It is kind of a joke, honestly. Like, don't fuck around there, yeah, sure, but that entire country is kind of a joke. I'm sorry, I have no respect for Philippines.
Okay.
Like, almost none, but like, you know, that country is like a joke, man. Like, that country is... Bro, Philippines tries to go against China and contest. They still lie.
Imagine being the face of international humiliation. Yeah, that's Vitali right now. But here's the twist. Some of his allies are actually trying to pull strings to get him out. They've been blasting the Philippine government, straight up trash talking their system. Just like Johnny Somali's right-hand man, Hank Yu, who went online and openly mocked the authorities, dragging Filipinos through the mud. And let's be clear, what Hank Yu said about Filipinos, lies, straight up lies. The whole circus looks like a dirty game cooked up by Vitali's camp, trying to shame the authorities or pressure them into letting him go. But now the latest whispers are even darker. Word is Vitali's health inside that jail is crumbling fast and things are looking bad, really bad. Vitali's situation is straight up chaos. One day it looks like he's getting deported, and the next reports claim those so-called dropped charges were never real to begin with. Nobody knows the truth, and it's driving people crazy. Word on the street is that when Vitali couldn't cough up the right kind of settlement, the authorities decided to refile charges against him. So instead of freedom, he's staring at an even uglier case. And then there's that viral clip. Remember the video where one of Vitali's buddies claimed he visited the jail just to drop off food? If friends are bringing meals from outside, just picture how bad his life inside must be right now. That's not just tough, it's survival mode. This proves something big. Vitali's circle, his crew, his friends, even his own mom, haven't stopped fighting for him.
Instead, I decided to reach out to attorney Neil, who's a Filipino-based attorney who I actually interviewed on this channel previously. So as of now, Vitali is still sitting in a Filipino jail months after his arrest, even though, according to a report released a little bit over a month ago, almost all of his charges against Vitali have been dropped. According to Neil, this is not true, and simply a misleading article that's been echoed around. Because he's still being held in jail after that live stream stunt in Manila where he allegedly stole a security guard's hat, allegedly tried to grab for a fire.
They're still plotting ways to bust him out, still pushing for chances to communicate. But here's the kicker. Insiders say the INE authorities are switching tactics, playing a completely different game now. Rumors are everywhere. Some of his friends insist they've spoken with him in jail and even tried to line up an interview. Now imagine if that interview had actually gone through. We'd be hearing Vitali's real voice from behind bars, raw and unfiltered. But the Philippine officials quickly shut that down, saying no one's allowed to talk with him. Translation? That interview never happened, and they're making sure it won't. Why would the INE be blocking his voice like this? Maybe it's legal red tape, or maybe it's something way shadier.
So I'm just here with some food for Vitali. I got him 2 chicken burgers, chicken burgers. And I put a note in there giving him my advice and dark predictions, how he can get himself out of this. And that's all we can do for now. Apparently, it's really difficult to actually go in there without being a family or a lawyer. We contacted the lawyers, we contacted some judges. I did all I could. I did everything I could. Apparently, the only thing I can do now is bring him some food and bring him that.
Many people are already pointing fingers at the alleged corruption rotting inside Philippine jails. With no deal on the table and his mom already drained of cash from failed settlements, It's starting to look like Vitali is trapped in a rigged game he can't possibly win. The biggest fear right now? If Vitali ever got the chance to speak publicly, he could blow the lid off what's really happening inside those Philippine jails. Authorities know it too. One slip of his tongue about corruption, abuse, or dirty deals, and the whole system could be exposed in front of the world. With the country's politics already unstable, they're terrified his voice might spark chaos. And here's the chilling part. Locals in the Philippines are whispering that Vitali might not even survive a single year in those conditions. Let that sink in. That's how brutal the place is said to be. No mercy, no escape, just survival of the fittest. What's wild is that Neon, who warned early on, seems to have nailed it. Almost a year has rolled by and Vitali is still rotting in the Philippines with zero confirmation of deportation.
I was just doing the best of what I had. You know, I couldn't do the interview that I wanted to do, but I could bring him food. So why would I just say, oh, well, I can bring him food, I can't see him, but no, I should just leave him, you know? So I decided to bring him some food.
Every day that passes makes it feel more permanent, and more people are saying he's doomed to stay there. Same way Johnny Somali got trapped in his mess. At this point, Vitali is choking on the consequences of his own reckless behavior. The arrogance, the disrespect, the constant need to drag and humiliate others, it's all crashing back down on him. Just like Johnny Somali, he lived off provoking and threatening, acting untouchable, even throwing around lawsuits to scare people. Vitali is only in this nightmare because of his own reckless choices and dangerous mindset. But the biggest fear from day one has always been his health behind bars. His last photo from inside that cell said it all. He doesn't even look like the same man anymore.
Millions of pesos in bribes over the course of his detention. This is just the way prisons work. Money talks, especially behind bars.
The cocky prankster vibe is gone, replaced by someone who looks broken down and drained. And here's why. This wasn't some cushy overnight lockup. Vitali got tossed into a real Philippine prison, the kind where survival is a daily battle. Surrounded by hardcore inmates, his past caught up to him fast. Once word spread about the way he disrespected Filipinos, you can picture exactly what kind of welcome he got in there. And honestly, it's pure luck he didn't stay longer in that main facility. People who know the system say those prisons are basically run by their own inmate leaders, packed with politics, gangs, and underground deals. If Vitali had been left there, it wouldn't have just been threats. He could have been extorted for every penny, or worse.
And y'all could get mad at me. You can say what you want. Bro, I had this fear in my heart when I dealt with a situation in a certain country. And this is the worst feeling in the world. Being in a third world country, being in a country that isn't run the same as the US, it's so scary, bro. It really is, bro. It really is scary, man. The things he did were so dumb. He is in jail for 2 to 3 years before he even gets to trial. Trial takes months. Bro, Vitali is bro. Vitali is actually bro, I'm being completely honest. Vitali is
Some creators even claim the inmates would have used him like a cash machine, bleeding him dry until he had nothing left. The only reason he's breathing a little easier now? He allegedly slipped bribes before things escalated, and that move got him transferred into immigration detention instead. It's not freedom, but compared to the main prison, it's way safer. Still, even there, Vitali couldn't stop stirring up drama, keeping his name buzzing even while locked up. Vitali's health is slipping fast and his future is hanging by a thread. For months now, we've been hit with wave after wave of rumors. Deportation plans, dropped charges, even whispers about secret jailhouse interviews. But here's the truth. None of it has ever been confirmed. The whole situation is wrapped in uncertainty, and every new claim just makes the story messier. What's undeniable is this: the same stunts, the same shock value tricks that once made Vitali a millionaire are now the exact reasons he's suffering through some of the darkest days of his life. The fame he chased, the chaos he fed into, it's all turned into a cage he can't break out of. His downfall is a raw reminder of how fast reckless behavior can flip your whole world upside down. So here's the question: does Vitali somehow find a way out of this nightmare? Or is this the final chapter of his wild ride? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you made it this far, sound off below. Could you see him surviving this storm? Or is it game over for good? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this.